So, 2.0 is literally a week from releasing right now, so why not do a Yeeps update tier list? So these are the updates here. Here's the tier list. We have S, A, B, C, D, just like usual. And, like, subscribe, join the Discord, and if you would like to do this tier list yourself, you can also just check out the link in the description, and it should also be in the pinned comment. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, first update, Yeeps launch update. So for these first few updates, since I didn't play them, I'm just gonna go through them rather quickly. Launch was the one that, of course, added the game to the Apple app. It was the base of the game, and because of that, I'm gonna have to put it in A tier. Next update, Rockstar update. Personally, I also didn't play during this one. It was the update that added theater, and I do like the Budjo reskin, so I'll put it in B tier. Third update, alright, finally, winter update. This was when I first started playing. Snow biome is one of my favorites. It has like some of the best gadgets like freezing gloves, hot cocoa, and snowball. I like snowballs for some reason. And it also has many different kinds of wood that are much more fancy than the suburbs tech web wood. So for that reason, I'm going to put it at the top of A tier. Next up, 1.3 Grappler update. For the Grapple update, this was, really just an expansion on the winter update, so I'm going to put it in B tier. Actually, I really like grapplers. They really help with my building and stuff. So I'm going to put it above the Rockstar update, actually, in B tier. Moving on to 1.4, we have when Yeeps graduated from Apple app. This was the update that added skate park and the sticky pillow bombs, if you can tell here. And skate park, sleds and stuff. And like, the sled is a very good mobility choice, and if you don't know, I really like mobility, so for that reason, I'm gonna put it in somewhere in B tier. Probably put it here. Alright, moving on to 1.5, the party update. This was the update that added party cannons. That's the main thing for me. I also really like the sparklers. They were fun to find in a public lobby occasionally. Main thing though, confetti cannons and confetti guns. Those were awesome. Confetti guns are good for flying. Confetti cannons are good for flying. So I'm gonna put it above the graduation update, but still under the grapple update. Next update, easy S tier. Honestly, I don't really feel like I have to explain, but I will still explain just for those of you who disagree. It added a whole new biome, it revamped playground, added island and boat battle, it added the secret shop, introduced the new wilds, it added the water mechanics, and it also added like floaty stuff and sinky stuff and propellers, which is awesome. It's awesome. Also, it's because it's where I got my first bundle, so S tier. Next update, 1.7, we have the surfing update. Personally, I don't use surfboards quite often, and I feel like there are much better choices out there if you're trying to escape someone. Water park was fun though, and this update did add brittle blocks, but personally I don't use brittle blocks that much. So for that reason, I'm going to put it at the top of C tier. 1.8, another easy S tier. Wiring, it's a completely different mechanic. It added a whole new biome. It removed basement, unfortunately. I actually like basement quite a bit. But it added the research facility, which is awesome. And also because I like the idea of like abandoned factory. And generally, I also like using my brain when playing video games. So I'm glad that they added something that's sort of like wiring in redstone. So that's another S tier for me. Next update, 1.9, community update. Update that added community worlds. I love community worlds, even though I don't go in them quite often. I know they're very important to the Yeeps gameplay themselves. So, I'll probably put it in A tier, right underneath the Winter Yeeps update. Like, I would definitely say, because the community update is the one that lets the community design the game too. So, when you have, instead of just having a team, and you have a whole community designing a game, that game's gonna get really big, and you're basically never gonna run out of ideas. Next update, 1.10, Halloween update. I like the Halloween update, it's another S tier for me. I really enjoyed the seasonal tech web, that was a new idea at the time. And the bundle looked pretty cool. It could also just be that I like seasonal stuff, but personally I feel like Halloween, there was something about it that I found really cool. Maybe it was the new map, maybe it was the new game mode, maybe it was all the exploding candy, but something about it makes me want to put it in S tier. Up next we have 1.11, the Spider Mini update. Even though it doesn't stick out to me, like, if you ask me to name an update, I'm probably not going to name Spider. And that's probably one of my last choices. But I do like all the items that come with it. Spider City was a pretty good map. It was fun to swing around, ride a broom if you owned it. And I really like the cute little spiders. And it did have many interesting mechanics. And that giant spider in Spider City, that looked awesome. So, for that reason, I'll probably put it in... I'll go underneath Party, but still above the Graduation. Yes, 1.12, Arena update. S tier. Whole new mechanic of the game, adding like PvP, and like swords, bats, and shields. That was awesome. Love the idea. Like the crossbows. I remember being really excited about this update. And like, the fact that you can now build... the fact that you can now build, tag, fight, all that stuff is like every game in one. So this is like one of the last major components that you need for an everything game. So that's going in S tier. Next update, 1.13, Mini Plushie update. Now, this added basically nothing to the game, so you could put it in D tier. But I really like plushies, so I'm not gonna put it in D tier. And even though it added nothing to the game, come on, it's a plushie. So this deserves at least B tier. I'll put it here. Next up, 1.14, Christmas update. Well, technically wishlist update. This is quite obvious. One sec, let me grab it. S tier. Once again, it has the seasonal tech web, which was cool. It added the wishlist factory, and the fact that Trash Games is willing to donate, like, I don't remember if it was 10k or 100k towards someone's education, but that's just like, what the heck? That's awesome. Like, your gaming community helping someone's education. Parents are always complaining gaming doesn't help your education, and Trash Games is out here proving them wrong. So, easy S tier. Along with that, adding RC, that was cool. And just generally, like, it was a festive feeling. Love it was just good to get on every day, and like everyone was like really happy for some reason during this update. So that also adds points to it, so let's go in an S tier. Alright, next up, 1.15 War Update. Now this was what added Team PvP from Free-for-All PvP. This was good, but I wouldn't say it's S tier. I did like the addition of the 2-4, like Red v Blue, but personally, I just feel like this wasn't as major of a change. So for me, it's going in A tier. Next up, room settings. Community world changes. Well, not community world, private world changes. It just lets you change the biome, the name, And personally, I feel like this isn't really that useful unless you're constantly getting lost in your private world. So for me, I'm just gonna put it at the bottom of C tier. Hey, it's a Battlecraft update. Not sure if you guys remember this, but I predicted like half the Battlecraft update. So, you know, it's going in A tier. I was really happy that like Trash Games added so many things that I asked for. I remember suggesting increased cotton, more bubbles, and shotgun. I'm not sure if other things I suggested were also added to the game, but like quite a bit of stuff that I was like, hey, Trash Games, here are some ideas. They actually made it into the game, and everyone in the comments was just saying, I'm the reason Battlecraft exists. So, yippee, heck yeah. Alright, now Valentine's update. Valentine's update really wasn't that much. It brought back Fortress, and it added like these candy box buck coins. But it was just really small. So, I'm gonna put it in C tier above the world editing update. But it just really wasn't that much. But you know what was a lot? The fantasy update. Why is my mouse so far off? The fantasy update. This is definitely going in S tier. I'll put it here above the Halloween update. Like just being able to mix a bunch of random crap in a pot and then drinking that random mixture and having something happen to you. That's awesome. And then this also give you the ability to launch your friends across the map, launch yourself across the map, and your friend across the map while spinning like a tornado or something. So, and you can also do it while either the size of an elephant or the size of a germ, which is just funny. So, once again, S tier. Next update, I believe this is 1.22, Catacombs update. Catacombs update was cool. Nothing major really. I did like the idea of having like a blind map. So, and like it was fun exploring around, especially since I got lost quite often. So for that reason, I'll put it in B tier. Next update, pets update. These little goofy goobers are really cute, but I haven't fed them in 3 months, so they're gonna have to go in A tier. Like, even though it was a good update, just cooking and taking care of pets feels like a rather niche topic when you're comparing it to something like PvP or like just building. So like this is a much smaller community of Yeeps, and I feel like it just didn't have as big of an impact on the game, and Pet Valley feels somewhat forgotten about at this point. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Ooh, Yeeps April Fool's update. This was goofy. They added legs. This belongs in A tier. Not sure where in A tier. I'll probably put it above the war update. But this was a 1-day update, so I feel like this doesn't deserve to be beat by, like, this doesn't deserve to beat the launch update. So I'll actually move the launch update up in the A tier, so now it's not at the very bottom. Anyways, next update, 1.25, Barnyard bonus update. I never played in Barnyard. I played a bit, but it was like hard to navigate, and I just didn't really like it. It did add the saddle though, and new pets, so for that reason, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B tier. It was good, I guess. I didn't play it much, but it's just not great. Next update is 1.26, Prop Hunt. Once again, easy S tier. I feel like you can see a general pattern in here. If they have a really major update with a new like whole section of the game, it's gotta be S tier. My main decision is like between these. There's this location, and this location. Where should I put it? Because on one hand, it's really funny to be charged by a piece of steak, and like you're just getting absolutely destroyed by a piece of steak, or like a quarter slab, or an empty roll of toilet paper. But on the other hand, the Yeeps Fantasy update added potions, and the Halloween update, I know, something about it was cool. So, I'm deciding where to put it. I'll probably go with above the Halloween update, but below the Fantasy update. Just because, I said something about it was cool. I'm just not really sure what it was. And at least I had something specific about the Fantasy update. So, the Prop Hunt update is going here. Next update, Mall update. Prop Mall is an awesome map. Loved it. It was hard to go into a lobby and just not hear someone yell a Minecraft quote in the movie theater every once in a while, but it was nice. It was funny. And I feel like they should have actually introduced Prop Mall with the Prop Hunt update instead of Prop Town, because that probably could have pushed the Prop Hunt update up here. But because they didn't, Prop Mall is probably gonna have to sit right here. Still an A tier. It's a good map. Ooh. Cyberwave updates next. Cyberwave is awesome. If you're like me, you probably like music. Maybe you play music, I'm not really sure. But I'm glad that I understood all the music stuff, and it was nice being able to have like a drum kit just in game, and like adding the bass in the synthesizer. I feel like that was awesome, and it lets you actually make a band in Yeeps. So it's gonna go in, let's go bottom of S tier. Actually no, this beats the arena update. Wait, no it doesn't. Alright, so bottom of S tier it is. Next update is the construction update. The construction map is a really cool map. Personally, I don't play it a lot, but it has a very restricted inventory, forcing you to play in a very unique style. So, because of that, it's definitely going in B tier. Just, the question is where? Probably put it above the barnyard, because at least I played in the construction map more than the barnyard map. But it's still just, one of the good maps. Well, it's just one of the good updates, just not great. Alright. And finally to the update where we are in right now, the infestation update. You can kind of see where this is going. S tier. Where in S tier? I like the fact that it forces your team to collaborate. Only issue with that is generally team collaboration in Yeeps is horrible, so you lose quite a bit. But still a pretty good update. I like the add of mobs and like NPCs that will try to attack you. And it also led to some pretty cool like glitch machines where you could like rain bugs upon your enemies in random wilds lobbies and get kicked. So I'll probably put this right above the arena update. And one last thing, I lied. This isn't D tier. It's the mystery tier. And right here, we have the portal and starter house. Yeeps 2.0 is in the mystery tier. So that's it. This is my tier list. As you can see, most of the updates were in S and A tier, meaning Yeeps had really good updates. And, Trash Games has put a lot of effort into here. And before we end the video, I would like to say, Trash Games, I'm proud of you. I know I'm not your parent, but as like a member of your community, I'm really proud to see how far this game has come, especially since as an OG. It's like, I've been seeing this game grow since 1.2 or 1.3, and that just makes me really, really happy to see it's been a year and how far this game has come. Anyways, like, subscribe, join the Discord. Linky to this is in the description, and thanks for watching.